Hi guys, it's Mika Martinez, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to find the right SEO agency so you can avoid getting scammed or working with an SEO agency that can't actually deliver on what they promise. If you don't know who I am a Shopify SEO expert. I've been in the SEO industry for over 6 years now. I've worked on over 200 plus projects, and I've helped scale some of them to over 7 figures in annual revenue. All right, so let's get to the video. So how to find the right SEO agency. So number one, very simple, get on a video call with them. Make sure you're talking to the right person. Like impersonation, asset theft is very common these days. Like a lot of people are just ripping people's content, their videos, their assets, and just using them as their own. So you want to be very careful and make sure that you're talking to the person you're actually talking about. Like people are just stealing other people's case studies these days and using them on their cold emails, cold DMs, etc. So yeah, be very careful and make sure you're talking to the right person. And if you're talking to a salesperson, make sure that they're affiliated to the company you're supposed to be dealing with, because again, they might be impersonating someone who's supposed to be like their salesperson or their appointment setter, etc., etc. So you just want to be very careful and make sure that you're talking to the right person, right? Number two, so yeah, now that you're on a call with them, do they actually understand your business? Do they know how your business works? Do they know which keywords can drive revenue growth for you? For example, we do SEO for Shopify stores, and for e-commerce brands, it's usually broad product category keywords that drive revenue growth, or the transactional keywords, not blog content or informational keywords. Some less experienced SEOs will try to convince you otherwise, that, oh no, blog content is fine. It's okay if you only have 5 products on your site. We can publish a bunch of blog content and that'll, drive traffic. But, in reality, blog content will actually not drive a significant amount of revenue. It's actually the transactional keywords that do. So yeah, don't be misled. Make sure that they understand your business. Make sure that they understand which keywords can actually drive revenue growth, and, that your business is actually even a good fit for SEO, right? So that's what you want to do when you're on the call with them. Make sure that they understand your business and that they're determining whether your business is actually a good fit for SEO, and not just telling you, like, they're not shoving SEO down your throat. Because, for example, in e-commerce, most e-commerce brands are actually not a good fit for SEO. And that's what I try to do on these calls, determine if it's actually even a good fit, if they're actually going to get a good ROI on SEO. Number three, are they specialists? So the SEO foundations are actually the same. It's always going to be technical SEO, content, and backlinks. But there are nuances depending on your business or your business type, right? So e-commerce SEO is going to be different from local SEO in the sense that the content is going to be different. The backlinks they build are going to be different. Even the budgets are going to be different, because depending on the campaign or business type, you might need a lot more content. You might need a lot more backlinks, right? And again, the backlink types are different. The content types are different. So yeah, you want to work with a specialist, because, well, if an agency works only with e-commerce brands, they're going to have a lot of experience optimizing content for e-commerce brands. They're going to be more experienced building backlinks for e-commerce brands, which are going to be, again, very different from building backlinks for local lead gen businesses, right? And yeah, so if they're specialists, you will usually get a better bang for your buck, just because they're more cost effective. Their processes are tailored specifically for your business type. Okay. Number four, is their proposal tailored to you? Because a generic plan like 3 backlinks per month or 1 blog post a week is not a good SEO strategy, right? Like it's a cookie cutter strategy. You want to make sure that the strategy they propose is specifically tailored to your brand needs. For example, if your brand has a ton of backlink authority, but you're missing a lot of content to target a vast amount of keywords, the SEO agency should, maybe reduce the amount of resources you're spending on backlinks and focus your resources on publishing all that content to target those keywords that you aren't currently ranking for, right? And the inverse is the same. If you have a lot of content already, maybe you move that budget or use more of your resources in building more backlinks and just spend a little bit of time optimizing the existing content for SEO. So yeah, every single SEO campaign is unique. You don't want to use a cookie cutter or generic SEO strategy, you want to make sure that they're using a strategy tailored to your brand and what your brand needs at the moment. Okay. Number 5, is their budget realistic? SEO requires a healthy budget to rank effectively, and a $500 per month SEO budget won't really get you anywhere because you need the resources to fill the gaps between you and your competitors. These are the content gaps. These are the backlink gaps. So you usually need to publish a lot of content, right? You usually need to build a lot of backlinks, and you need the budget to publish all that content. You need the budget to build all those backlinks. And if an agency is selling you SEO for $500 a month, it's not really realistic. It's not a realistic budget. Like, they can't really build a lot of backlinks with $500 a month. They can't really write a lot of content for $500 a month. And something I always say is that when you compare a $500 per month SEO agency and a $5,000 per month SEO agency, that $5,000 per month SEO agency has the chance, or especially if they're a good agency, to generate an additional $50K per month in revenue from SEO, while that $500 per month agency will probably get you a zero return, just because, with a $500 per month budget, you can't really do much. Okay. And number 6, what are they actually going to do? Are the SEO tasks that they propose and methods clear? What's included in their program? Technical SEO, content, backlinks, etc. In our case, our program includes, all of that, right? This is our playbook. Like, we have a technical SEO audit, site speed optimization, topical map, keyword research, and then optimizing the navigation, shopping pages, blog content, and then obviously the link building, right? So that's what's included in our program. You want to make sure that you're working with an agency that makes it clear what's included, like what tasks are they going to do, right? And is there a clear timeline for those tasks? Like, for example, in our case, when we work with Shopify brands, we do the technical SEO audit in week 1. We get the keyword research or the topical map done in week 1. We do foundational link building in week 1. And then, the optimization of the content, SEO quick wins, building more backlinks, etc., follows the weeks that follow, right? So you want to make sure that the tasks are clear, what's included is clear, and there's a clear timeline for when those tasks will be executed. And then once those tasks are executed, you want to understand what their KPIs are, because when it comes to SEO, effective SEO is revenue focused. Traffic and rankings are indicators that the campaign is moving along, but in the end, especially for businesses, revenue or the bottom line is what matters the most, not traffic rankings, right? So you want to work with an agency that prioritizes revenue, just like you do, right? You don't want to work with an agency that's like, oh, your traffic's increased by this much, your rankings have increased by this much. Yeah, but in the end, does it really matter if your revenue hasn't increased? And that has something to do, that's kind of related to whether they understand your business or not. Because again, you can be misled to post a bunch of blog content on your site, and it will end up improving rankings, improving traffic. But if it doesn't drive revenue, then it's the wrong KPI, right? The only KPI, the KPI that really matters the most is revenue. And the last thing you want to take note of when it comes to KPIs is, are they realistic about the time SEO takes? Because some agencies will promise you like, oh, we can rank for this keyword in 1 month. And, in the end, that's not realistic, because the reality is that these agencies can control the inputs, they can control the amount of content we publish or optimize, they can control the backlinks built, etc. But they can't really control the outcome. The outcome is dependent on the search engine. The search engine still has to recrawl your site and reevaluate your site, and that does take time. So any agency that can promise you a certain result within a certain timeline, especially if it's very quick, like within a month, is not being 100% truthful with you. What we do is we say like, oh, we can expect these results within 3 to 6 months. And we're very conservative about our projections, and we're very realistic about the time SEO takes, because we understand that yes, if you're a more established brand, you can get SEO results much quicker, but still, what's under our control are the inputs, and the outcome is still dependent on the search engine to recrawl your site, reevaluate your site, and then basically re-rank your site. Okay. And the last thing, and then probably the most important thing, is whether they're trustworthy or not. Can they actually deliver on their promises? Do they have experience and case studies. You know, are they active in the SEO industry? Are they knowledgeable about what it takes to rank, right? These are all things that you need to consider. Case studies are very important because, again, SEO does take time, and you don't want to work with an SEO agency that's just, locked you in for 12 months and they tell you like, oh yeah, 6 months from now, it takes 6 months to get results from SEO, and 6 months later they haven't gotten those results, right? Because they haven't done the work or taken the actions to actually get those results, right? So you want to work specifically with agencies that have clear case studies of what was done, what results were achieved, right? And just, agencies with a lot of experience, because SEO does take time. So SEOs with experience, that means that they've been in the industry they've been around for a very, very long time, right? And that's really the last thing. You just want to make sure that the agency you're working with is trustworthy and that they can actually deliver on the results, and to do that, it's just based on have they delivered results in the past, right? And are their case studies clear? Okay. And yeah, that's, how to find the right SEO agency. I hope this was helpful. I hope this helps you guys avoid getting scammed or working with an agency that can't deliver on their promises and wastes like 6 months of your time and budget. If you're an e-commerce brand and you're looking for an SEO agency to work with, I recommend you book a call with us. If you book a call with us, there's no obligation to work with us. What we do is actually we first determine whether your brand is actually a good fit for SEO in the first place, and if it is, we come up with a plan for you. So this call is basically an SEO consultation, and at the very least, you end up with an SEO action plan that you yourself can implement on your own. So yeah, I highly advise getting on a call with me. There should be a link in the description. And yeah, that's it for now. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for listening. Cheers.